Alright, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Basham Kakadash. Double answer the apostles at Great Millstone. Salute to you, brothers, teaching the word in sincerity and the truth. I'm going to go straight in and play this clip. And what I'm going to say, I'm not going to say too much for, they like to flag videos and take them off. So what I am saying is, this is what we're, remember they did this, and this is what we're going to be looking for in now, with the system when they do the economic collapse, cashless society. They're going to use microchips. So let's play. So as you can see, they basically was using what brothers call the C-hip, okay, the implant, to check if you had the Mad Dog 19-2020. If you've had it, they would scan and check to prove. Okay, that's how society is going to be run. Okay, we're going to use digital ID to prove migration status, but you can't get more controlled than this. This is the final stage. Okay, because it's inside you.
So I have a chip implant in my arm, and I have programmed the chip so that I have my COVID passport and on the chip. And the reason is that I always want to have it accessible. And when I read my chip, I just swipe my phone on the chip, and then I unlock, and it opens up. This is a PDF, which is
so they were doing that, using this for that, to prove that you had the passport. And if you notice, you had the ID passport. So all of this is all an interlock system. They'll be using it for everything to identify you. That's identification. Okay, so that's part of that digital ID. How you gonna have a digital ID but you got no interface? The way to check it will be with this chip. To scan you, okay, you are who you say you are. Okay. That's how they're gonna do it, tracked. And then it will be for payments and things. It will be for everything. Mainly for payments. The scripture says they won't be able to buy or sell. You can't even be in that system buying things. Doing anything unless you've got that. That's how the system's gonna run. So you're gonna have to be off the grid. So then it's gonna be like, well, basically, if you don't get it, you're one of them T things. Okay.
passport, and this means that
like an enemy of state.
It's always accessible for me, or for anyone else really who wants to read me. For example, if I go to the movies or go to a shopping center, then people will be able to check my status even if I don't have my phone.
Okay, look at that. Sweden, they're all chipped up. They're all implanted up, man. Up there, out there. Okay. So this is what the plan for the future of society is. Okay, or we say the near now. Okay, because we're in them times right now.
Well, I think it's very much part of my own integrity to have myself chipped and keep my personal data there with me. I actually feel in a way that it's even more controlled on my end, having it in my own hand.
Okay, they ain't trackable. You think, or that's what they're gonna be doing. This course is gonna be tracked. They're even tracking this. They're already using it for, if you've got that or not. Well, why would they need to know that?
And how these implants work, they don't have a battery. They cannot transmit a signal by themselves, so they're basically passive. They're asleep, right? They can never tell your location. They're only activated when...
Yeah, keep believing that, and believing the wicked. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says what the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. You keep believing that. You got food you eat, and then years later it comes out, oh, that was poison. They'll admit, oh yeah, oh what it was. Sorry, or whatever the hell they say. But they knew what it was the whole time. People got cancer now and all that.
You touch them with your smartphone. So this means that they cannot be used for tracking anyone's location. And what matters to me is that the people who get chip implants, they do so because they are, on a voluntary basis, and because they're curious and they want to work with this technology.
They can replace the need to carry keys, credit cards, and train tickets, man. Okay. Let's pull that back right there. NFC in the skin, let's say. Let's check this.
They're only activated when you touch them with your smartphone. So this means that they cannot be used for tracking anyone's location. And what matters to me is that the people who get chip implants, they do so because they are, on a voluntary basis.
Well, it's going to be mandatory soon. He's got to cover that ground. It's voluntary. Okay, no, how? No, it's going to be mandatory. You know, the way the system works right now with these FRNs, you get a choice in that. I want to go back to the ancient world, gold and silver. That's not how the system works right now. So you think when they push out that mark of the beast, you're going to get... The only choice you're going to get is whether you take it or not. If you don't accept it, you're going to be off the grid. You're going to be off the grid.
And because they're curious and they want to work with this technology.
Alltså jag hakade väl mest på för att det var kul att testa något nytt och för framtiden var man kan använda det för att underlätta i sitt liv. Och då när jag skaffade det så fick jag sagt att jag kunde använda det för att komma in på jobbet och på det gym jag tränar.
Chip implants are cool because they speak NFC, near field communication. And we know that the world of connected devices, the Internet of Things, as a lot of people call it, speaks the language of NFC. I mean, that's what you do with door readers, with smartphones, with payment terminals.
So for everything, basically, going in a house, getting on a train, paying for stuff, that's what this NFC technology is all used for. So that's the scriptures where you're going to live in a gridded system. That's prophecy, major prophecy. The major prophecies of the scripture. Because if you get that, you ain't going to be saved. Okay, so that's major prophecy that we're talking about right here. So check that out. The scriptures is real, bro. I'm going to read Revelation 13. But let's play this. With smartphones and with payment terminals, they're all NFC enabled. There goes your buying and your selling. In Revelation 13.
They are all NFC enabled. So when I have a chip in my hand, it allows me to speak the language of all these devices and interact with them effortlessly.
Yeah, you're on the grid. So where's this new technology coming from? Okay, it's the plans of the higher ups. You know, they're using it. If it comes up with it, and helps develop it for them, they'll use it and they'll push it as for their agenda. you know. So you're gonna start seeing this. Well, you're seeing it. You're seeing it. You're seeing stuff that what's his name? Musk did. Brain chip and all that stuff, man. Okay. So they'll still be. Why would they still be using them? Because that was the whole point, to have them. You know what I mean. They weren't just made for that. They said they was using that to 2015, and there's articles about it way before this Mad Dog outbreak that happened in 2020. So that's not what they're actually for. They just use them for that. They'll use them for all of that. And that the next topic I'll do in another one is miracle chips. Okay, miracle chips. That's another purpose of them. All right. Just like they're doing now, they can detect whether you've got this or not, the passing, yeah. But they'll never be able to detect what's going on with you.
The chip implant costs, 100 euros if you want to buy them, the more advanced versions. And you can compare this with, for example, a health wearable that will cost perhaps twice that, but at the same time, a chip implant you can use for 20, 30, 40 years, whereas a wearable you can only use for 3-4 years.
Yeah, you people, you just getting injected with that. Spirits, man. Spirits on you guys. So a microchip vid passes all the rage in Sweden right now. All these sorts of people got it. Whether it's to do with that or not.
Nu är jag inte rädd, för det känns som att vi inte där än kanske med tekniken att chip hackas på det sättet. Och nu använder jag det bara till mitt jobb och mitt gym.
Yeah, it's stupid and simple. Okay.
Men i framtiden kanske man får tänka en gång till. Men då kan jag alltid ta upp det.
They're just lost. They ain't got no eyes salve. They can't see what's going on. Scriptures never trust thine enemy. All those scriptures here, that's them. It's as simple as all hell. Let's get this Revelation 13:16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, in their foreheads. And you see they had it in their hands. You see Musk brain chip, hand chip and all that. It says in that, and you notice it says he calls of all. Okay, because that's the way the system's gonna work. All right, that no man might buy or sell, so he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, so he won't be able to sell. We go into the words of karagma and these different words and stuff like that, because it's an inserting into your flesh. That mark in the skin. It's a physical thing. You know what I'm saying? And you should know that. How are you gonna have groups and they don't know that? There's something wrong with you individuals, man. 100%. This is major prophecy that is going down right now, and you can't see it, man. What's up with you guys? People in the world can see it. A lot of people don't want digital IDs. They don't want chips, and they're saying, "Oh, it's Orwellian, it's dystopian, it's this and that." They don't want that. And you guys have got paid the F off. So when Israelite groups that teaching that the mark of the beast is not physical, you know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna get the chip, like you guys, you're gonna get that. All right. So there you go, man. It's been simple as all hell. So let's do this. Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Yeah, just simple as zombie ass state that a lot is in. Okay, and I'm not gonna read too much. I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah, that simple ass zombie ass state that a lot is in. Okay, you know, that's where you're at. Talking about, you know, it's not gonna track, and it doesn't. Those people are simple as all hell. Okay, very simple, man. And then this is only the elect won't take it. Okay, the elect won't take the thing. Okay, we know that. If you get that, you can't be saved, but the elect won't take it anyway. It tells you that in Revelation 14 and a few other scriptures, man. In Revelation 15 as well, it tells you that they got victory over that mark. They never took that. That's why we teach it so much. Okay, because a lot of people are going to get that and be fated for destruction, all right? So, you know, you got to understand that. Okay, to understand what the hell's going on out here. All right. So I'm going to close this video out. Let's check this out. So that's where the future of everything you're seeing going on here. Cashless society and all that. It all leads. It's all this. All leads to this chip. Okay. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.